Hey guys, it's Tube Review. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of 5-minute tips for Stardew Valley. I definitely wanted to create this video to help people out there somewhat struggling in the game during the very beginning. Certain things that I wish I knew when I first started playing the game, but playing through without any tips for the very first time, I don't regret it. And if this is your first time playing the game and you're looking for tips, I highly recommend clicking it off. You're going to enjoy it more if you play without tips on your first run. So with that being said, why don't we start with the very first tip. Alright, so we have tip number 1. Now the very first tip in the beginning, you're given 15 parsnip seeds and 500 gold from the mayor. This is just to start you off so that way you have something to plant as a farmer. Now, as we're tilling up and using our scythe to get rid of the weeds, it's actually beneficial to till up all those weeds as they give you an item called mixed seeds. These mixed seeds can actually grow into various plants within the season. Now the seeds that you get are at random, so you don't know what you're going to get exactly. I've gotten cauliflower from kale to horseradish or radish for the forageable items. Now, although it is random, it is still beneficial as, hey, it's a free seed, you're not going to have to pay for it. Keep in mind, the mixed seeds only come from the weeds that have a flower growing out of the center. The plants that don't have a flower center will only provide fiber. So these weeds are abundant along your farm, and they're also abundant within Pelican Town. If you go to the forest, you'll see quite a bit. You can also farm those there. If you look at the map, where you're located near Marnie's farm in the Wizard Tower, there's a huge patch of them that you can go to. Now, moving on to tip 2. So let's talk about foraging. Foraging is a great way to earn money. It's very easy. All you have to do is look around for items, and it's free. It doesn't take that much effort, and you're constantly finding items throughout Pelican Town, the beach, the forest, the lake. Going back to the lake, there is an area in the very far right corner to the bottom where you can find an abundance of spring onion. The spring onion is really great for beginners, especially if you're low on gold. These little green onions can sell for not as much, but it's free gold. They don't really give you that much health back, so normally I like to sell them in the very beginning just to get that extra bit of gold. Now the spring onion is only available during the spring, so in the forest, right below Leah's cabin to the bottom right near the 3 sand pits is where they're going to be located at. Make sure you check the sewer area as there are spring onions there as well. Moving on to tip number 3. So let's talk about dandelions for tip 3. It's a very cheap gift to give to people, as in the very beginning we don't really have that many resources to get extravagant gifts to help build your reputation within the town. Now, out of the 33 town folks, 24 of the people like this gift. So I would say it's the most beneficial item that you should save at any point. Don't sell this item. Keep it as gifts to give out to birthdays or to save for quest items. You do get gold rewards when you turn in dandelions as a quest item that's needed. So definitely keep the dandelion in your backpack. Tip number 4. So farming wood to create chests is very important in the very beginning of the game. We don't have that much backpack space, and trying to expand your backpack is very expensive. The more chests that you can place around the town, the more space that you're able to create for yourself. Plus it helps, especially if you do decide to do some night fishing and you can't carry everything, you can put it in that chest and come the next morning. I prefer to put one near the beach, around the town, and the mine area. Definitely place one in the mine area, as you won't be able to carry everything back with you. This way you won't lose anything and you're able to go back and forth for several trips. And that's the last tip. This concludes our episode for 5-minute tips for Stardew Valley. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. This is my very first video. I'd greatly appreciate if you could leave a comment at the very bottom to see what I could improve in these videos. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.